It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going to go up top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Butler. Spins away. Gets away from one, finds room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the ground with the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And man, you know this. dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for them.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wilson to pass. Got a man. It's Hamilton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on! A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Finds his man. It's Bowie. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, this is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
Makes the catch down the right side. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
It stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket, and then he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Perry. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wilson will throw. Out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all three phases.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Kick is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off-play action on first down. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Bringing the heat. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen, so that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
A run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Power football with the run. Moving past the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the...
Pulls it in on the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
He's not afraid to go deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Handoff from the gun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wilson to pass. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing by 28 to Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in football.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on second down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Grab near the marker, it's Robinson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Wants to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they swarm him under. And the Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. They fake it, looking for a man. It's not pretty, but it worked. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, that head coach was not going to be satisfied with just 3 points. That's a chip-shot field goal you make in your sleep. Instead, they fake it, and now they got the ball down by the goal line. They're looking at a touchdown here.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Using his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense through 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Ducks will punt this one away. Daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Got him, and nobody's close. Flying down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Lawrence deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 25 to TCU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Shoots it to the left. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down coming up. Wilson will throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Hamilton. Breaks into the open. Then business.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
A shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Razor.
They'll go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
The Ducks looking to convert on fourth down.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Hamilton. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Got it, looking for a first. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He might want another play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wilson to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. Hard running there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
29 Phillies. 2-9 Phillies.
Back to pass. Looking for a huge play. He holds it in and nobody's close. Off and running. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of getting UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 20 over Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the right. That pass is incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wilson to pass. Got a man. It's Moore. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He'll take it himself, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. They'll give it to the back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
He'll field the bunt and see what he can get. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wilson will throw. They'll run the screen. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
From the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Just keeps slinging it. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Rides the back on the option to give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wilson to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Toss to the outside. Fights off a defender. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
That's caught. It's Robinson. Breaks into the open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change